over there. Oh, we're still setting up. Thanks, Jess. Pete's here. The three other guests aren't here yet. Jess has just given me Travis's little laptop thing. What do you call it? A tablet. OK. I didn't get that from Ash. First letter tonight is my husband loves to be in the company of women, but he hates to be in the company of men. Second letter tonight, food, glorious food, but I can't find... Oh, we got the expert in on this one. Yeah, toxicologist Dr. Peter Dingle is here. He's the only one in at the moment. Have you read this letter?
No.
You haven't read this letter?
I'll read it in a minute.
Oh.
No rush.
And the last letter tonight is, what's wrong with me? I keep sleeping with my flatmates.
With what?
My flatmate. All these letters and more coming up on Sweet and Sour. Where did all the kids go? They just left. That's not supposed to happen. You're supposed to move.
Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, 'cause baby, it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and
Woo! Well, I'm clapping. Welcome everyone to Sweet and Sour. Lovely to have your company. Gary Mitchell with you for the next half hour. And a big welcome to all of our Westlink satellite television channel 602 viewers for the very first time. Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. First up tonight, Dr. Peter Dingle is back. Hello, sir.
It's good to be back, thanks.
It is terrific to always have... Can I put that in there? Hold that up, Pete.
Look that. Wow, there you go.
Hold it up, high. There you go.
Book there you are. How's that?
There you go. What number book is this?
Well, I think it's 12.
Wow. I've got to tell you...
I've got another one. I've got another one coming out midway through this year. It's called... No, I won't tell you. It's all about the science, the real science behind weight loss.
You have changed my life. Everything I eat, everything, how I look at my food, how I even sunbake is because of you.
Gary, and you look like it too. Perfect picture of health.
Yeah. Not bad for someone who's 78. Yeah, very good.
Much better man than the one I first met.
Thank you, great. Good to have you on the show, sir. Nice to have you back. Terrific. Sitting next to you, first timer. Hello, Paige.
Hello, how's it going?
Very well, always very well. Lovely to have you here. Tell us a bit about yourself. Tell the viewers a bit about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm an Australian glamour model and also have recently turned into makeup artistry. I've been doing it for the last almost 2 years, which is an awesome time being behind the camera, now working with all these hotties, not just in front of it. So,
hotties?
Yeah, Australia's got a lot of talent to offer.
Do you need an apprentice?
Oh, you can be my bag boy if you want.
You have an inordinate number of tattoos on you.
I do.
How many?
I think I counted the other day 13, but we might have got another one in between.
Another one in between what? Never mind, we'll go on there. Bambi, lovely to have you back.
Hey.
How are you?
So good, how are you?
You're always so good. What have you been up to in the last few weeks since we saw you last?
Oh, look, I've been to the beach, did some cooking. It's been hectic.
You have a good laugh.
Yeah.
I texted you the other night and you said, can you text me again in the morning because tonight's going to be a big one. I won't remember any of that. Did it turn out to be a big night?
Yeah.
It always does, doesn't it? Yeah,
I think I was really loud.
and it was Tuesday. It was just a Tuesday. You don't remember. Good to have you on the show. Steve, welcome, sir. You've worked with Bambi before.
I have, and we've had we've actually done a segment together.
Yeah.
Well,
which was fun.
This is segment number 2 together. Then.
Oh,
Yes.
when I was like pumping. Up the thing.
Yes, you were pumping.
What?
We had a.
There's more to that story.
There was a bit of a twist to it.
No, don't tell us now. We'll be thrown off here.
We had a kite surfer, and Bambi demonstrated for us how we didn't even know that to have a kite, you had to pump it up. I thought
you have to pump up a kite.
Yes,
Yeah.
I thought you just pull it out of the boot. Away you go. No, you got to pump it up.
Air pocket, and I had to like pump it up.
Yeah. And it had a hole.
Did it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we've got to do some letters. We're going to go
Gary.
kite sailing during the break. Here we go. And here's Travis's little contraption. I believe it's called a tablet. Here we go. Hey, Mitch. My husband loves to be in the company of women. He's charming, witty and very entertaining. He's wonderful to be around. I met him when the girls and I, a group of 6 of us who have been together since school days, and it's been over 12 years since we left. Well, we were clubbing and he was there on his own, but managed to captivate all of us, and it became a race to see who could land him. So the short of it is, I landed him. We fell madly in love, and after a whirlwind, intense romance, and 4 years later, we're still madly in love. There are 2 very separate issues that I need some perspectives on to give me some peace of mind. The first, as you've probably gathered, is that I find myself insanely jealous now of every other woman, and I just need to get a grip, but I don't know how. The second, which is a little more weird as I come to understand it, is that my husband, whilst exceptional in the company of women, becomes quiet and almost a non-event in the company of other men. It's unnerving, really, and I just don't get this aspect of his character, and he simply refuses to talk about it. Can you tell me what that is and also is all about? Also, please, and it comes to us from Jeannie of Bankstown of New South Wales, and we're going first to the doc for the good medicine. What's going on?
Beautiful. Well, first of all, Jeannie, you knew what you were getting in for right from the beginning. There he was,
He's
alone.
a charmer. That's
alone, 6 women, probably another 30 around there, 6 women. You knew exactly what you were getting into, and that's what he likes. You know, he obviously likes being around women. I'd suggest that maybe he has a little bit of an Oedipus complex, you know, mum, and you know that better than the rest of it. And I don't think that you're really understanding him. You mentioned jealousy and so on. Well, look, jealousy doesn't have it doesn't exist in a real relationship, in one with lots of love and so on. So if he likes women, gets on with women, accept it, love the guy, he'll probably be turned on more to you because of it. On the second part there, as I said, he's got a bit of an Oedipus complex, you know, with mum and maybe other girls. I think he really needs to get out and develop some healthy male relationships. Healthy ones. Male relationships, try it once.
He's not a mummy's boy.
He's not what?
A mummy's boy.
He's not a... Maybe he is.
Yeah.
Maybe he is. What's your take, Paige?
Well, firstly, I think maybe instead of focusing on what he's doing, obviously maybe that's something that gives him a bit of confidence. He might feel a bit more confident around women than other men. Maybe you should just concentrate on yourself and go, all right, well, if that's what he's doing to make himself feel better, what can I do?
Yeah,
to make me feel better.
Jealous.
And just take it as that's just who he is and that's part of him. And, you know, maybe it was a male stripper in a past life and he still kind of really likes being around women. But, yeah, I don't think...
Why is she
feel too
jealous?
threatened.
Is it normal to be jealous?
I think jealousy in some forms is healthy, but you got chosen, you're the one out of the 6 women that got chosen, and you're the one who got to marry him. So I do think you have to take that into consideration as well.
Paige, he doesn't like the company of other men, or not necessarily that, he's quiet in the company of other men. Why?
I don't know. I think that's a good thing. He doesn't want to go fishing with the boys all the time. Look, he doesn't want to talk about it. That's good. Yeah. I don't like hearing about boys whinging about things or their feelings. No.
Maybe he's explained it.
He doesn't want to talk. That's a bonus. You're still in love. That's good. Intense romance. Excellent. I don't see what you're whinging about.
Steve?
I think if she's jealous, it's a little bit unhealthy. I think she needs to find some alternatives. What I'd like to know is, how do women race to find a guy? 6 of them out for the night. I'd be interested to know.
We should have sent a camera out.
Spy cam.
We could do that.
Oh, we could do that.
We could do that. We'll send Paige and Bambi out one night. Yeah, we could find the answer to that question soon.
Yeah.
Have a race to see who can land it.
But he sounds like a top guy. I mean, some guys actually like to be with women, like Bambi said. I've been asked to go fishing and I think I couldn't be bothered. I'd rather
hang out with a bunch of girls?
Yeah.
We got to wrap it?
Nice.
We got to wrap it there? OK, there you go, Jeannie of Bankstown. I don't think there's anything wrong with you, bloke. He just doesn't like competing with male testosterone. He can be quiet. He's confident to be quiet. Jealousy? That's something you have to deal with. Perhaps you're a little bit immature still. We'll see. When we come back, no one cares about our health except for us. We'll see what the panel's got to say. Don't go away. More of Sweet and Sour coming. Good
Yes.
Welcome
There
back
are
to
many
Sweet and
ways
Sour.
of clapping.
If you would like to send us a letter, send it to the address that's appearing on your screen right now, which is letters@sweetandsour.net.au. And if you want to have a look at past episodes as well, check out our website, which is sweetandsour.net.au. And don't forget to like us on Facebook or tweet us at Sweet and Sour TV. You can also take a look behind the scenes at Sweet and Sour on Instagram as well. Now, for everyone that sends us a letter and we discuss tonight, we're going to send you to the movies, courtesy of the very, 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 very gorgeous Natalie Cameron and NRC Communications. And the movie we're sending you to, there it is, the second best exotic Marigold Hotel. And I saw the first one. I haven't seen the second one yet, but the first one was sensational. Did you guys see the first one?
No.
My wife saw it a couple of nights ago and said it was fantastic.
All right. Second one's supposed to be twice as
Are you
good.
going to take us?
What's it
I'll
about?
take you. I'm happy to take you. It'll be a Tuesday night.
An adventure.
Here we go. Dear panellists, food, glorious food, but I can't find any of the glorious variety. We're all on a path to a horribly unhealthy demise because the people who are in control of supplying the supermarkets are the ones who are profiting from sales. They have a profit maximisation priority, which also means an expense minimisation strategy. Quite simply, they take shortcuts, which translates to unhealthy crap on the supermarket shelves. And now there's also that GMO crap. Everything corn and everything soy. And the corn is in every single can of produce, whether you know it or not. My point is that no one gives a damn about our health except us. But we have to eat what's on the shelves to starve. Do we just give up and accept that we're guinea pigs for the benefit of future generations? How do we let the big companies get away with this? How do we let the politicians allow the companies to get away with this? How do we change this? Is there any hope for a healthy food future? Mary of Guildford in WA has written to us, and we're going straight to Steve. What's your diet like, Steve?
I love corn. Fresh corn. I've got to admit it. The shareholders don't care, but I shop at the markets, and I think
fresh food markets.
Definitely cheaper, better. You don't get 2 corns for the price of $6. You get 4 corns for the price of 4, and it's fresh. It's nice, blasts away in your mouth. But I think you need to be healthy in yourself. It's not what the supermarkets do. Get out there, get out of the car park, shop around. For our Eastern States viewers, you're in the beautiful Guildford area, which is the Swan Valley, and the Swan Valley is just rich with food and wineries and cheeses and chocolates. And get out there, Mary, go and have a look, go and enjoy it.
Does any of that sound too healthy to you, Bambi?
Well, look, if I lived in the Swan River area, I would just be drinking wine and eating cheese. So I don't know what you're really doing, Mary.
She likes
We've got
corn.
wine and cheese.
She likes
There's no
soy.
corn in wine. There's
She
no
likes-
corn in cheese.
There's no issue there. All right. Paige, do you look at your food? Do you dissect your food? Do you look at it as if to say, that's going to be healthy for me, that's not healthy for me? Do you worry about that yet, or that doesn't?
I definitely like to make sure it looks really good, especially when I'm going to put it on Instagram. Bambi and I, we make a lot of food porn. Occasionally she's doing things to the food. Me, I'm trying to make it look really pretty. So I think you're responsible. Yeah, you're definitely responsible for how your food's going to look, and you want to make sure it looks really good. So if you don't want it, don't support it, don't shop there, and go find somewhere else that you do appreciate.
The man who's got the good oil on this one is the Doc. All right, Doc, she's got some issues here. Food, glorious food.
Look,
she can't find any.
At the end of the day, you have to admit it. Coles and Woolworths rule the markets. They actually have what's called a duopoly. 72.5% of the Australian consumer market goes through them.
For food,
72.5%.
That's huge.
So it is absolutely huge.
That wouldn't be allowed to happen in the States.
It doesn't happen in any other country except Australia and New Zealand, which isn't really sorry, no, won't go there. At the end of the day, though, stop blaming the supermarkets. Yeah, they've got their hang-ups. Yes, they deal in alcohol, they deal in cigarettes, and they deal in gambling. So I prefer not to go to them. I go to the little green grocers around the place who give you better food, higher quality. And I'm sorry, it's not always the fresh food people who actually have the freshest food. It's the local greengrocers. Go to the local greengrocer. Take responsibility for your own health and your own well-being. There are lots of these places around. But what's really interesting is that the fastest growing markets of food around the world are, first of all, organic. Second of all, it's vegan, vegetarian, raw, and veggie smoothies. So there's a hell of a lot of people.
Veggie smoothies.
Oh, look,
Nice.
all of these are just going up and up and up consistently around the world.
And you can find veggie smoothies in shopping centres now as well.
Veggie smoothies, there's shops popping up everywhere. You know, a lot of these mobile cars and so on are doing the veggie smoothies and so on. There is the face of food is going raw, it's going veggie smoothies, it's going vegetarian. And interestingly enough, it's not going vegetarian because of the 60-year-olds getting sick, because they haven't read my book, that book. But it's because there are a lot of people coming up in their 20s and 30s who want to do it differently. They see how sick we are. They see how sick the older generations are and go, hey, I'm in control of my own health. That's what it's about.
Tell me, in the 30 seconds remaining, GMO, can we avoid it?
Oh, easy, easy. First of all, you can go to the website. It's probably called No GMO or something like that. In Australia, they list out all the ingredients that have GMO. Second of all, in Australia, GMO isn't widespread. It's mainly in most of your American foods. So if you look at any of the foods that have come in through the US and so on, and they'll have it, if they've got corn, if they've got soya, stay away from them. But I suggest you stay away from soya anyway, and canned food anyway. For healthy food, go the food grown in your backyard, being WA in your case.
Good on you, Doc. Terrific. When we come back, a young woman keeps sleeping with her flatmates. Ooh. That would be expensive to keep moving, but that's exactly what she does. When we come back, don't go away. More of Sweet and Sour.
Remember, nothing is as it seems.
It's one of those CSI something or others from Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. Something like that. Dear Mitch and guest, what is wrong with me? I keep sleeping with my flatmates. It always turns to muck and sooner or later I have to move out and on. I can't afford to live by myself, so I've been a perpetual accommodation sharer since moving out of my mum and dad's home 7 years ago. I moved more than 12 times in that period. In more than one instance, I had two flatmates and I finished up sleeping with both. In another, I moved in with a couple and then I was responsible for breaking them up. I even tried for a short term living as a boarder with an older couple, but after sleeping with their son, they asked me to leave. Okay, I must admit I don't have much willpower or discipline, but I'm thinking this isn't just my problem alone. It's one that everyone in my generation is dealing with now that society sees sex as normal and healthy. So my question really is there something wrong with me? Or are my last 7 years just normal now? People, perhaps I just don't know how to deal with relationships after breaking up. Lizzie of Malvern from Victoria writes, Bambi.
Look, Lizzie from Melbourne, there's nothing wrong with you. You just really love dick. You're a connoisseur. And perhaps you just need to find a career where you get to do more of that at work. Maybe porn, but you can't keep on sleeping with your flatmates. It's really annoying. I've had my flatmates do it. It's annoying. Get on Tinder.
Okay, Steve, this woman realises it's a problem. She is also trying to blame everybody of her own generation. Is it a generational problem, or is this woman just totally out of whack with her discipline?
Well, I believe that Generation X has started in the 60s, the swinging 60s. You watched the movie Barbarella with Jane Fonda, and she seemed to be a bit of a space flatmate, sleeping with anyone through the galaxy. Incredible, the henchman, hairy as. But I'd say there's nothing out of the ordinary, just as long as you're healthy, happy, and...
She's not. She's written to us. She's not happy. She goes from place to place and she hurts people. And that's the problem. You can do anything you like on this planet, but if you hurt people...
It's not on, I agree.
It's so annoying.
It doesn't matter what you're doing.
Buy a vibrator, Lizzie.
It's the hurt.
Maybe she needs to get some help, like maybe do yoga or...
You mean sexual yoga? I think she's already doing it. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think leave your housemates alone. I mean, there's plenty of ways to meet people. There's internet date sites. There's a fraternity of places out there. Go down and have a scotch, you know, wear a mini skirt. We don't know what you look like, but obviously you sound pretty good because all your housemates want to sleep with you.
No, maybe she's just accessible. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Maybe you should
Doc-
just sleep with the neighbours instead.
Stop sleeping with people. Just make a decision. Grow up.
Yep.
That's all. Just grow up.
Mitch, I agree. You know, stop trying to justify. Well, everyone in my generation. Look,
yeah.
I mean, you can no, that's no justification. At the end of the day, you're a sexual gypsy. Okay, you've got a problem. You really need to actually develop a relationship. What you're having there isn't a relationship. You're sleeping with someone who you're living with. Now, that means you're probably not sleeping, you're probably not in a relationship, a good, strong, healthy relationship, which should last you at least a few years, get you through a few flatmates, and so you don't have to sleep with them and so on. So, look,
She's moved 12 times in 7 years.
Yep.
It's not healthy for you,
no,
love.
it's dysfunctional. It's dysfunctional.
Completely dysfunctional.
It's almost
Is she
Surely.
getting much sleep at night? Really? I do think you need to get to the core. Is it maybe some weird fantasy that you've got about sleeping with housemates? Maybe you could find pretend housemates and do a bit of role-playing, sleep with them. I'm not a sex therapist, but I know a bit about fetishes, and I definitely think you can maybe try that out and might get rid of your sort of your
Channel.
want and need
Channel
to...
it.
Yeah,
Channel it so
exactly.
you can have
it's
a normal
an outlet, you know?
life.
Yeah,
Sure.
do some role-playing maybe.
Surely
with a
she's
housemate.
saved money from this.
I doubt it.
You know, from sleeping, she's obviously not paying rent at some places.
What makes you think that?
And she's got a lot of removalist costs,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
which is a couple of grand each time.
But I'm sure they do it for free.
It depends
You
if she's
do
sleeping
what?
with all the removalists
Remove the
too.
furniture.
Yeah, why doesn't she sleep with the removalist? She would know so many, and they're usually
Yeah.
pretty muscly. I think they could satisfy
Some
her.
good-looking removalists.
Me too.
definitely.
I don't like the way this discussion's going. Goodness me. And have you given the girl any decent discussion here that she can take away with? What should she bang? First thing that she should do is what?
Have a good look at yourself.
Have a good look at yourself.
Have sex with the neighbours.
Have sex with the neighbours. Okay, first thing.
Like Bambi said before, get back on Tinder or get on Tinder.
Tinder. Take it out of your household.
Yep, exactly.
Take it out of your household. Doc,
Take responsibility for yourself. Don't blame anyone else. It's your issue. Deal with it.
the responsible word from the doc. Do we like this letter to give away the pair of limited edition sunnies courtesy of Alon Treves and Aussie Opticals? Doc, do you like this letter or do you like another letter?
I actually prefer this letter.
Do you? You
Yeah.
like this one?
I'm
You don't
happy,
like... All right.
For the
Paige?
shame of walk home in the future when you're going to
That's what I
sleep
was
with not your
thinking.
housemate, you're going to need some sunnies, definitely.
She knows that. Which letter?
Oh, look, Lizzie, you're a cock connoisseur. I think you deserve some sunnies.
Steve, we got 3 for this one already. Do you like any of the other letters? Actually, Steve, it doesn't matter, mate. You're outvoted. That's it. Hop on board this
Go
one.
for it anyway.
I am going for Lizzie, but I did like the food one, but I think a bit of food would be used with Lizzie.
Yes, all right, smarty. Coming out to Lizzie of Melbourne in Victoria, a pair of limited edition sunnies courtesy of Alon Treves. Doc, we've got to go, but it's been terrific having you back.
Oh, it's always nice being here, Mitch. Always nice being here.
One more opportunity. Show us the book and tell us what the title of it is.
Reversing heart disease, high blood pressure and blocked arteries, nice and simple, without drugs. It just
excellent.
means you've got to take responsibility for your own health.
Where can they buy it?
On my website. On my website.
There you go. All right, Paige, are you rushing out to buy the doc's book?
I thought he was just giving me this one.
What about the book? All right. Bambi, good to have you on the show.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Are you a healthy eater as well?
Yeah, I eat pretty healthy, except for all the wine, beer,
Cheese and all that sort of...
Yeah.
Steve,
Other than that, really
Thanks,
healthy.
Gary.
good to have you on the show, mate.
It's been a wonderful time.
Yeah, and you know where to get your copy of Reversing Heart Disease as well.
It's been a pleasure to meet Peter this evening.
Good on you.
Thanks, Peter.
It has.
Pleasure, guys. I love it here.
Terrific. We'll have you back whenever we can delve into your schedule a little bit and spring it apart to squeeze in. Are we allowed to talk about that? We'll talk about that next time you're on the show. All right. Thank all of our wonderful panellists. Thank our terrific crew. And thanks for having us at home tonight, Australia. Good night, everyone. You got to wave now.
Good
That's how it goes. Good night.
See ya.
That's it. That's it.
Bye-bye.
All
And
right.
a queen.
Very good, Doc. Doc. BHP. We'll